Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to go back to our Bazi chart and we are going to study another one of these really interesting Bazi structures that are fairly rare but that appear every now and then in a person's chart and then can give us some very interesting insight into a person's life. The structure we're looking at today is called Nobleman above the hour structure. Now, before we can analyze this, first, of course, we need to plot the Bazi chart. You can go to this link here, and I'll also post a link in the description to my video. Now, for this particular analysis, you must know the time of birth because nobleman above the hour, yeah? So we're looking at the hour pillar specifically here. So therefore, you must know your time of birth. If you're unsure about your time of birth, unfortunately, you cannot see whether this is in your chart or not. Now, in order to qualify for a nobleman above the hour structure, what needs to happen or what needs to appear in your chart is that you have a 7 killings in the hour, in the heavenly stems. This must be here. If you have another 7 killings in a year or the month, that's also fine, but it must appear in the hour, in the heavenly stem of the hour. Now, that's criteria number 1. Criteria number 2 is that you somewhere have the 7 killings in the hidden stems, somewhere. Can be in the hour, the day, the month, or the year. Because the 7 killings that appears here on the hour stem must be rooted. And that means it must be somewhere in the hidden stems. It doesn't matter whether it's a main T or a sub T, you just need to see it somewhere in the hidden stems, right? Then the 7 killings is rooted. So that's the second criteria. The third criteria, you must have absolutely no direct officer anywhere in the chart. This is DO, nowhere in the chart. So the DO, the direct officer, must be missing entirely in the chart. So you can only have the 7 killings as the influence element in your chart. So it doesn't matter whether the direct officer is a sub T somewhere in the year pillar. It cannot be present. It must be a missing 10 God. Yeah, so that's a third criteria. So 7 killings only. Obviously, if you have no 7 killings in the chart, then this entire this structure does not apply to you from the get-go. And if you only have the direct officer in the chart but no 7 killings, also this does not apply, even though they're both influence elements. So it must look like this: 7 killings in the heavenly stem of the hour, and then somewhere rooted in the year, month, day, or hour pillar with absolutely no direct officer, right? So those are the criteria. Now, next up, once you have this fulfilled, then you need to check your luck pillars and maybe also the year pillars that are coming. And if you are going through a luck pillar that has an eating god here at the top, yeah, so here right now, this person goes through a friend luck pillar, so this does not apply. It must be an eating god at the top, or in an annual pillar, the eating god at the top. Yeah, here this is a direct resource, doesn't count. So you have to have a year where you're going through eating god luck, or a luck pillar where you're going through eating god luck. If you're going through these times, then you are blessed with the luck of never having to face consequences for your bad actions. Yeah, so whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is debatable. But basically, this structure belongs to a person that always gets away with doing bad things, or with doing things that are slightly illegal or a little bit in the gray area, right? So that's why it's called nobleman in the hour structure, because somehow you always have the help around you that helps you sort of like cover up the things that you're doing. Yeah. So nobleman above the hour structure. So you must be going through a luck pillar or an annual pillar that has an eating god at the top. Yeah. We're not really concerned with the ones in the hidden stems, because too hidden. Yeah, it must be fairly obvious. So the seven killings must meet the eating god in this structure. So if you have the eating god in your natal chart, this does not count. Yeah. So you must actually meet the eating god in a luck pillar as the heavenly stem, or in an annual pillar as the heavenly stem. Just having it in a natal chart does not count and does not fulfill this particular structure. All right. So this, however you want to use this structure, if you actually have it in your chart, is up to you. Of course, I'm not going to recommend that you do bad things, but you're more likely to get away with it in those times. Yeah. So this is the nobleman above the hour structure for you. So let me know if you have this in your chart, if that has already manifested, if you've noticed anything. Put it in the comment section below. Of course, don't tell us what you actually did, if you did anything bad, or if you did anything questionable, but let us know if you have this, or if you know someone who has this in their chart. And of course, you can always contact me for a more in-depth Bazi reading. My email address is in the description to the video. And please give me a like, share this video with anybody who may be interested, and also subscribe to my channel. I post 3 times a week, and hopefully always with some content that is engaging, that helps you, that is immediately applicable and interesting. All right. See you guys soon, and take care.